So this lesson is our introduction to selection, and in particular the if statements. Now, programming is really powerful at being able to decide what to do based on a set of conditions, and it can branch off into different ways. To do that, we need to have an understanding of the operators which we can use, which are these ones on the top half. So if we're looking at equal to, it's these two equal symbols, and we're checking if what's on the left is equal to what's on the right. So for example, is 1 equal to 1? That's true, they are equal. However, if lowercase a is equal to capital A, that would be false because they're not the same thing. We have not equal to, which is an exclamation mark equal sign, and that would check if what's on the left is not equal to what's on the right. So 1 is not equal to 2, that would be true. And A not equal to A, both lowercase, that would be false because they are actually equal. We've got more than, which uses the maths more than symbol. So in this case we'd say, is 2 greater than 1? Yes, that's true. Is A greater than B? That would be false. We then have greater than or equal to. So is 2 greater than or equal to 1? Yes, that's true. And is A greater than or equal to B? That would be false. We've got less than, which is again the same less than symbol as in maths. We've got is 1 less than 2? That would be true. Is B less than A? That would be false. The last one is less than or equal to. So again we've got 2 less than or equal to 2. That would be true. And B less than or equal to A, that would be false. Now that's a little bit confusing to start with, but once we actually look at some practice examples, it should hopefully start to become a lot more obvious as to what they do. And you may have seen some of this kind of logic within some of your maths lessons as well. So how do we apply this into our programming? So we'll start with just simple if statements, and I've got a variable number which contains the integer 5. And I've got my if statement here. So we've got if, which is change colour, number is equal to 5 colon. So if statements always have a colon on the end here. Then the following line is slightly indented. So I just do one tab, which indents it a perfect amount. So if number is equal to 5, print this is true, number is equal to 5. So I'm going to run that. And it's true, number is equal to 5. If it wasn't equal, it wouldn't have run anything there. So we can test that. If I change that to be 6 and now run, it shouldn't actually print anything because it will be incorrect, it will be false. It hasn't printed anything. So let's change these back. For the next one, we're going to look at the not equal to sign. So for this one, we've got if number is not equal to 5, print this is true, number is not equal to 5. So in this case, it shouldn't print anything because it will be false, which is exactly what's happened there. For the third example, we're going to use the more than operator. So we've got if number is greater than 5, print this is true, number is greater than 5. However, our variable number is not greater than 5, so it shouldn't print anything because it's false. And that's correct, that's what's happened. For the fourth example, we're looking at more than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and in this case, if number is greater than or equal to 5, print this is true, number is greater than or equal to 5. And this time it should run because it's true, as it's shown there. For the fifth example, we're looking at less than. So if a variable number is less than 5, print this is true, number is less than 5. However, it's false, so it's not going to print anything. Proven there. And for the last one, we're looking at less than or equal to. So if number is less than or equal to 5, print this is true, number is less than or equal to 5. And this time it is true, so it should run properly and print our statement, as it does. So in this lesson we've looked at our comparison operators, equal to, not equal to, more than or equal to, less than, and less than or equal to. So those are our comparison operators, and we use those within our selection. So just like on this last example where we said if our variable number, which was declared up here, which contained the number 5, if our variable number is less than or equal to 5, it would print this statement here. So these if statements will do something based on if it's true or false. If it's true, it will do this section here. If it's false, it would just move on to the next section, and it wouldn't actually print anything. We know that this print is part of this if line because it's indented. And as I said, just one tab is enough for that. And always remember to put your colon on the end. If you try and run it without a colon, it will just give you an error message like that, where it says invalid syntax. And that will be the cause of most issues when it comes to if statements. Most people forget the colon at the start, so it's just something to remember. So that's the end of this lesson. Next time we'll look at how to expand upon these if statements.